Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about writing equations in point-slope form. Okay, this is a little bit different than slope-intercept form. I don't use this a whole lot, but there are a couple situations where you want to. So what is point-slope form? A linear equation written in the form y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 is in point-slope form. The line passes through the point x1, y1 and has a slope of m. So if you just have a point, a random point on a line, and you know the slope, this is an easy way to write the equation, okay? So you get the y coordinate, you're going to take y and subtract the y coordinate, and that's going to equal the slope times x minus the x coordinate. So let's look at this. So here it is written again, so it might be a little bit better for you to see. The slope m. Here's the known point on the line. Here's your known point on the line. Okay. And this is your slope triangle right here. Okay. So let's go do a couple of these. Let's do this. Write in point-slope form an equation of the line that passes through the point -6, 1 with a slope of 2/3. All right, first we're going to write the formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, slope goes right there. My x term is going to go right there, and my y term is going to go right there. So this is going to be y minus 1 equals the slope m 2/3 times x minus the x term is -6. Okay, and so I can simplify this. Y minus 1 equals 2/3 times x plus 6. Okay, so when you have the equation in this form, you can look at it. Oh, there's the slope, and the point -6, +1 is on the graph. Now, here's why I don't usually use this, unless I have to. Most of the time, your teacher wants your answer in slope-intercept form anyway, so you'd have to convert this to slope-intercept form. So how would I do that? Well, I would distribute my 2/3 in here, right? So this would be y minus 1 would be 2/3 x plus 2/3 of 6 is 4. And then I would add 1 to both sides of this thing, and I'd get y equals 2/3 x plus 5. That right there is the same equation as this one right here. It just looks different. This is point-slope form, this is slope-intercept form. Okay, so write in point-slope form an equation of the line that passes through the point 1, 2 with a slope of -4. So let's write down our slope formula, or our point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, there's my m, -4, x minus 1, and then this is going to be y minus 2. And I'm done. If they want it in point-slope form, you are done right there. Okay, you try these. Write in point-slope an equation of a line that passes through the given point. In this case, 7, 0 with a slope of 2, and in this one, -8, -5 with a slope of -3/4. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and do those two problems, and then jump back on here and see how you did. Okay, always write down the formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I'm going to look for that formula every single time. Okay, so y minus the y coordinate is 0, equals 2 times x minus the x coordinate, which is 7. And in this case, I can just lose the 0. Didn't like the way that came out. So we'll fix it. There you go. You're done. If you wanted to put this one, this would be so easy to put in slope-intercept form. You just distribute the 2. Okay, these two things, same equation. This is slope-intercept. This is point slope. Okay. Let's look at this one. Again, we're writing down the formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So the y coordinate is -5, so this is going to be y plus 5 equals -3/4 times x plus 8. Remember, these are always the opposite of whatever the point is. There's your equation. You are done. Okay, write in slope-intercept form an equation of the line that passes through the points 2, 4, and 5, -2. Okay, so remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So the first thing we got to do is we got to calculate m. M is the difference in the y's over the difference in the x's. So this is going to be 4 minus -2 over 2 minus 5. That becomes plus a positive. This is going to be 6 on the top and -3 on the bottom, so this is -2. That's going to go right there. So now I need an x and y. Just pick one of these 2 points. I'm going to pick this one because it has no negatives. So my y is going to be 4. My slope is -2. My x is going to be 2 plus b. So 4 equals -4 plus b. Add 4 to both sides. B is 8. So now I can write my equation. Y equals mx plus b. Done. You do these two. Same thing I just did above, write in slope-intercept form an equation of the line that passes through the 2 given points, -2, 1, and 3, -4 for this one, -8, 6, and -2, 9 for that one. So pause the video, do these two, and then jump back on and see how you did. Okay, so first thing I got to calculate, well, here's my slope-intercept form. Calculate the slope. There's my slope formula. -4 minus 1 over 3 minus -2. It's going to be -5 over 5, which is -1. So y is going to equal -1, which is just -x plus b. So then I've just got to pick an x and a y. So let's just do this one. My x would be -2, so it would be -2 plus b equals 1. Those cancel. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. B is going to be -1. So y will equal -x minus 1. Okay. I'm going to have to plug this thing in, so I'm going to pause this video for just a second. All right, I think we're back in action here. Didn't want this thing to run out of power on me while I was in the middle of a video. Okay, this next one. So, slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It's going to be 9 minus 6 over -2 minus -8. becomes plus. I get 3 over 6, which is 1/2. So my slope is 1/2. Remember that y equals mx plus b. M is 1/2. I can choose this one. Actually, yeah, it doesn't matter. My x is -2, and that makes my y 9 plus b. Half of -2 is -1. Add 1 to both sides. B is 10. Okay, so I can write my equation. Y equals 1/2 x plus 10. And I'm done. You could test it by putting in one of these points. If I put -8 in here, I get -4 plus 10 would be 6. Boom, it works. Okay, you finished parasailing and you're being pulled back to the boat. After 2 seconds, you're 25 feet above the boat. Now that means I have a point. Let's go ahead and write that down. I have the point 2, 25. Okay. Write and graph an equation that represents your height y in feet above the boat after x seconds. So I need something else. I either need another point, which I don't really have, or I need a slope. Well, I have a slope, and that slope is right here. Right in the picture. It says 10 feet per second and going down, so my slope is -10. This would be a perfect problem to do in point-slope form. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. My slope is going to go right here. My x is going to go right there. My y is going to go right here. So I'm going to end up with y minus 25 equals -10 times x minus 2. Okay. Now, this would probably be easier to graph if it was in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute the -10 in here. This is -10x plus 20 equals y minus 25. And then I'm going to add 25 to both sides here. And I get y equals -10x plus 45. Now what does that tell me? That tells me I was cruising at 45 feet while I was parasailing. And then when they pull me back in, I'm coming down at 10 feet per second. So this answers the B part right here. I was parasailing at 45 feet. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't graph it, which we can do because it's in slope-intercept form very simply. Okay, my y-intercept is 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll make each one of these 5. So this would be 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm coming down at 10 per. So here's where I start. I'm coming down 10 feet per second. Just like that. Draw your line. That should end up at, it's actually not going to quite take 5 seconds, so your graph's going to go like this. And it's actually going to start here and it's going to end down here. Now my graph's a little off because I did it by hand, but you get the idea. Okay, so we're going to do 1 through 27 odd in class, and I look forward to seeing you then.